Got the camera started, guys.
The camera started.
Alright, so now I'm about to go ahead and start this recording.
Jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams.
Yo, Christ. Hold on. 1, 2, and... Alright, people, shooting the show with your boy Shank. My name is Shank as always, and I'm sitting here joined today by my road dog, my partner, my loyal mob comedy member,
Andrew Best.
and I'm also here with the craziest white boy I fucking ever met, man. Straight up.
Oh yeah, it's Patrick Felton.
Alright. How's everybody doing today, man?
Spectacular.
I'm a little hyped.
Yeah, you always hyped. We actually just came from doing Black Sheep of My Comedy. I didn't get to perform today, but regardless of this, it was a great fucking show. Both of these guys did their damn thing. And how y'all feel about the show? How y'all feel?
I enjoyed it.
I just think that those two people from Kentucky in Lexington just knocked it out of.
They were really good.
They were really good.
They were really good. I enjoyed their sets a lot. You dumb as hell, man. Dumb as hell. But hell, now you don't already know. We can't just keep talking about today. We got going other topics going on. Since
all days matter. Why is it just today that matters? All days matter.
they do. But back to that though. As far as all lives matter go, and Black Lives Matter, how do y'all feel about that? I've been talking to people for numerous weeks about it, but as far as the Black Lives Matter movement goes, I support it 100%.
I support the movement. I support the idea of, dude, we're white people. The whole world panders to me. You don't need to tell me that I matter. I have 50 emails from Domino's telling me that I matter.
Right. Okay. Cool. I like that. How you feel about it?
So I mean, this is like all lives matter is like the most trollish thing you could ever say. It's like like, oh, Black Lives Matter. Well, what about me? All this land I've owned for 700 years doesn't.
You don't go to a Save the Whales benefit and say, but what about dolphins? Yeah. Aren't dolphins okay too? Although I guess dolphins are technically whales, but
aren't they whales?
They are. They're low ass whales.
What are the ones?
Low ass whales.
Like they low ass whales though.
I think that's the argument that white people are trying to make about black people.
Yeah, but as far as dolphins go, they fucking retarded whales, man. Like
I'm just saying.
You ain't become a whale yet? You still just a dolphin, nigga? You know
I saw blackfish.
Real shit.
You haven't evolved enough.
I'm just saying, I saw a blackfish. They ain't capturing no white dolphins.
Nah, they ain't. But I'm just saying, though, it's easier to catch a dolphin to cook than a fucking whale. I never had no whale. I've ate dolphin before. It's called mahi-mahi.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's damn good as fuck, man. Good as fuck. Catch more of them damn dolphins. Put hot sauce on that son of a bitch. That shit be banging. Any fucking way.
You can put hot sauce on anything, even racial stripe. It makes it better.
I would, but
Jill Stein 2016.
Jill Stein 2016.
Speaking of politics, did y'all watch the Republican convention?
Fuck no. I don't watch any conventions.
Yeah.
I don't fucking have time for that shit. I just read what other people say about it and judge silently.
Yeah, I don't have cable right now, and I want to be able to get up in the morning. It's hard enough for me to get up in the morning.
Did you say you had Sling, though?
I canceled Sling because basketball season. I'll bring it back once we get back to football season.
Okay.
But like, yeah,
sports in the summer suck.
Yeah, I mean,
fuck baseball, even though it's on behind me.
Yeah, listen, I'm too scared to watch. Like, I don't want to be paralyzed by fear, but like.
Yeah, but you missed it. They unfroze Walt Disney. He spoke.
I heard about that.
Shut up, man.
I'm just kidding.
Dumb as fuck. Dumb as fuck.
Well, I think he would actually support Trump.
Yeah, 100%.
He would support Trump.
He was a Nazi. No, which was weird because he made all those weird Donald Duck fights Nazi.
Well, why you bullshit, man? Not trying to be funny though, but if we go back to old Disney cartoons and everything,
those brooms were definitely slaves in Fantasia.
They were racist as shit, man. No shit they took out of Fantasia now. Remember the one crazy looking black motherfucker they had? I'm not saying that in a racist way. I know y'all like you are a white person saying black. I'm just saying like that shit was fucked up. But
have you seen Birth of a Nation before?
The original?
Yeah, the original Birth of a Nation with the D.W. Griffith thing. That is insane.
It's the most racist thing ever, but it's one of the first movies to be shown in the White House.
Well, yeah, of course, and because it's
been landmarked, like they sat there and preserved it.
But you know, Oscar Micheaux made a film, black filmmaker who's been completely erased, black silent filmmaker, made a response film to that, and we don't. It's brilliant, and nobody talks about it.
I didn't know it existed.
It's called Within Our Gates. You can find it on YouTube. It's
Okay, I know after that.
I had a flashback to fucking States Film School.
Yeah, I know the guy that who did Birth of a Nation, the original. He actually came out with a movie afterwards. So I did watch about an
Intolerance.
An interracial relationship.
Yeah.
But they don't show any sex or kissing or anything. But I ain't gonna lie to you, I did like that one just because he tried to fix his wrongs. He tried to. That one movie was fucked up, but you know there's a new Birth of a Nation coming out.
Yeah, what's his name?
Nat Turner.
Nat Turner. That thing's gonna win all the Oscars.
It's gonna be a great fucking movie. I don't know if it's gonna win the Oscars because I don't know if white folks is gonna be cool.
No, they're gonna make up for last year.
I ain't gonna lie. Y'all know what my dream movie is straight up. Y'all know what my dream movie is. All right, man. My favorite story in history is John Brown's Raid.
Yes.
And I feel like if they can make that a movie, the closest thing we had to it was Django. But just a white guy who just wakes up one day like, you know what? Slavery ain't right. Goes, kills a few slave owners, frees some slaves, sets some slaves free, and a few slaves are like, hey, I just want to follow you and we go kill some old people.
I thought that was Django.
There's a really great
That's what I'm
play.
saying.
There's a really great play by an African American playwright from the 1940s about John Brown. That if they made that into a movie, it would be an okay movie. I tell you what I want to see.
What's that?
It'd be a bummer, but I want to see a John Punch movie.
Who is that?
John Punch was the first slave. John Punch was there were three guys.
First slave.
Yes, in Virginia, in the Virginia
How
colony.
can we prove that it was the first slave?
He's the first. I will tell you. He was documented back in the 17th century. There were three indentured servants on this one colony. Two of them were Irish, and the third one was black. They decided.
Oh, so he's a slave. The other two were indentured servants, though, right?
Yeah,
Well, here's where
they're
it's
Irish.
Message.
Because they were Irish.
Well, here's where it gets interesting.
Okay, go ahead.
Because they all run away and they all get caught. The other two are given 7 more years of indentured servitude. He's given a life. He's given life. So he is the first legally documented slave in the American colonies.
See, I ain't gonna front. The reason why I'm so glad that Patrick fell in the circles, this guy is I don't want to say he's a historian, even though that's pretty much what he is. No, that's pretty much what he is.
It's just the way you said that.
Nah, Carl, I'm just saying though, but this is a white guy who, and he's, like I said, he does support Black Lives Matter the whole nine, you know what I'm saying, as y'all can tell. So it's really good to get his input on a lot of things.
Well, I think what people don't realize is that racism and race, white people, is something that people invented. The Germans invented white people because they liked the color of this collection of skulls that they had. There was this guy named Blumenbach, and he had a thing for Russian chicks. And so he went to the Caucasian mountains, and he came back with this perfect white skull.
He went to the Caucasian mountains.
That's where we get
There was snow covered. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, it was the Caucasian mountains.
That's what the Caucasus Mountains. Anyway,
The Caucasus Mountains?
yes, that's what they're called. They
I'm sorry. I heard the Rocky Mountain, the Appalachian Mountains, even the Himalayas and shit, but the Caucasian Mountains.
It's a real place. Google it, Caucasus Mountains. It's the part of Russia that separates Asia from Europe.
Yeah, all the yellow people to this side.
And so, like, he created this hierarchy of races. He invented Caucasian people because he said because skulls, these white people
All skulls
have
matter.
skulls. Yeah, exactly. These were perfect white skulls. Because of that, white people must be the most perfect race. And the Germans ate this up because they were German.
They were white. They're like, oh, I'm white, perfect. I'll roll with that.
And what's fucked up is that this got brought into all of modern German philosophy, which got brought into all modern aesthetic art, which got brought into all modern theology. So the entire hermeneutic cycle is racist. The entirety of and so most German people still think that Germans are the perfect people because they have 300 years of being told that. So of course they're gonna think it's okay to kill Jews. Not condoning killing Jews.
No, I'm not either.
It's really fucking bad.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
They invented white people.
Well, here goes the question I got for y'all too. So I got white people right here. As far as the DNC that just happened, Y'all probably ain't watched that either.
Fuck no.
Okay,
I'm
go ahead, go ahead.
I watched Sandra Bland's mother last night, and I watched Trayvon's mother.
That's what I wanted to talk about. The fact that
Can we talk about the Freddie Gray thing that happened today too?
Yes, we can. Let's talk about the Freddie Gray thing first. They let all these officers off. I am very upset about this.
Well, but this is where I see all of the political action. All the political action is all these sparkle ponies on the Bernie camp saying, we got robbed. Meanwhile, men are dying. And nothing can happen because everyone is so worried about their own rights that the entire system, I mean, let's see, Maryland, most racist state in the Union, historically.
Alabama?
No, I went to Alabama.
I just
there are fewer Confederate flags in Alabama
I thought it was
than
Mississippi.
Virginia. That is a fact.
I know.
I thought it was
That's what I'm saying.
Mississippi.
Mississippi's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean, but they still feel so bad about Emmett Till that they are trying to make it look like they're not racist. But it's Baltimore. They almost killed Lincoln twice, and their state song is sort of about how great it would have been to kill Lincoln if you listen to the original lyrics. Baltimore as a city is designed to keep the black people and the white people away from each other.
I've seen The Wire.
City.
Yeah, the Wire.
I'm not gonna pretend like because I saw The Wire I understand institutional racism because I don't want to be that white guy.
Yeah.
But what I will say is there was never a chance that they were going to acquit it. They just found 30 people so that they could say, "Listen, you're wrong. We did this for the right reason." The problem is because of the way that they are trained, you could never convict those guys. Because they were doing their job the way that they were trained. This is so ingrained in the way that law enforcement and criminal justice is taught that you cannot fix this until you fix the schools and you fix the actual way this is being taught.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
This is an institutional problem. I feel bad for those guys that shot him. Not too bad because they're still alive and working and Freddie Gray is not. But I feel bad for the fact that they are...
The example.
They were doing what they were told to be doing. What they were told to be doing was fucked up.
Okay, well, what I'm going to say, regardless, I'm still glad that they got arrested myself. You feel? Well, no, I'm trying to take it back. I'm glad that...
Talking about Emmett
They did not get arrested for that one.
Yeah.
As far as Freddie Gray. I take that back. And... there was like 2 or 3 black people that were involved with that, so I feel fucked up about that. Shit. You said some real shit though, bro.
White privilege is spending millions of dollars looking into someone's email account while black men die in the streets.
That's pretty fucking spot on.
But back to the DNC. We had what they called the Mothers of the Movement there. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that was they had a Black Lives Matter chant and everything. Sandra Bland's mom was there. Trying to think. Trayvon's mom was there. Pretty much Eric Garner's mom was there. Pretty much the only big profile black case that wasn't there was Tamir Mom's wife. I mean, Tamir Mom's mom.
Tamir Rice's. Yeah.
You know what I meant?
Yeah.
Tamir's mom.
Yeah, Tamir.
So
yeah, I've been drinking.
There are two ways I can look at this.
So you see what Tamir Rice's mom said though.
Yeah, that's some powerful shit.
She sat there and said, "I don't support any candidate." And honestly, I'm not too big of a fan of Obama because he didn't handle this shit the right way neither.
Obama is a complicated case. Is that he reminds me a lot of there was a
he got a pass just because he was black. Let's be real here. He has not spoke on Black Matters. He has not helped me out as a black man at all.
Yeah, he's half white, so I get to claim him too, right? I'm just culturally appropriating everything though, because I'm a white person, so okay. I want to claim everything for myself.
Technically, you can. Technically, I guess.
If we can claim Hawaii, we can claim Obama.
I mean, technically, you can.
I could. Yeah, I mean, like, because honestly, I am a white man, so I can get away with claiming anything I want with little consequences. Right. Yeah. There are two ways to look at what happened with them last night. The cynical way is to look. Trayvon Martin's mother is in Florida. Eric Garner's family is in Ohio. And
No, Eric Garner's family was in New York.
was in New York, but Tamir Rice's family was in Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland.
These are swing states. That's the cynical.
And she didn't even go to the. You got to think the RNC was actually in Cleveland.
Right.
So she could have been right there.
Yeah, we'd all
In fact, the guy that my last podcast with, no, the guy did, oh, was it? No, the guy did the last podcast before this one. His name is Marcus. His name is Marcus Davis. He's from the Cincinnati area, but they had a Black Lives Matter
I
meeting.
think I did a show with him once.
For real? Well, they did a Black Lives Matter meeting, and Tamir's mom came to the meeting.
Here's what I think. I think that the movement, community organizing is really fucking hard because you have a million people. If you don't have a clear objective of what you want,
Look at Occupy Wall Street.
Occupy Wall Street, even what's happening in the Black Lives Matter movement in Charleston, where it's just crumbling.
There is one?
Exactly. Because it's
I
one or
didn't know.
two people that have sort of claimed this insane level of power and are playing respectability politics instead of trying to save lives. And so it's like, oh, we're going to do a polite boycott of Graziano's because they said all lives matter. That's not how you affect change.
Nah, the thing with
It's a
Graziano.
bunch of
is fucked
80-year-old
up.
Italians. What do they expect?
Here goes what I
It's
heard that was fucking with the Graziano shit. This, I got this all off Facebook, not off the media.
I love Graziano, so I'm going to defend anything they say. Just like
Okay, what I heard was the black woman came in there and she sat there and said, "Hey, let me pass up. You can put this flyer out."
Yeah.
They let her put one flyer out, and she said, and they said, put it right there on that bin behind you. Which
That's what they. That's
That-
better than most people get.
happened to be the trash can.
Oh, shit. No.
So look, so she put the bin right there. She put the little flyer right there on top of the bin.
Yeah.
You feel me? She leaves, walks out, and for whatever reason, 5 minutes later, she walks back in just because.
Just to
Comes
see.
back in, and then already bottled up and threw it in the trash can. Nobody took it. Anything. So she said, "What happened to the flyer?" She said, "Oh, somebody took it."
Well, this is
No.
this,
So she went in the trash can herself and found it. I said, "Oh,
this isn't even defending Graziano's per se, even though I do love their strong bullies. Honestly, I work at a retail store,
You work
liquor,
at
a
a-
liquor company, and people come in all the time to advertise stuff. We're like a equal opportunity trash can for people who want to advertise stuff. We just tell them no, and if they push it, we say okay, and then we wait till they leave and we chuck it in the trash can. Only because our owner, which I agree with, it's kind of like if it's for something special, maybe that I would advertise that. But like, but
One
usually,
flyer.
yeah, one flyer, that's fine. But still, I think we have people constantly every day trying to put stuff in there, and we'll occasionally display things. Like, you know what I mean? But we really don't like to. And we hate to display some things and not others. But I hate, like, I mean, I don't know. What is Graziano's history with not displaying anything? That's my only question. Do they display some things?
They don't. They do. I've never seen them. Because, like, listen, I do comedy. I do art stuff. I have the number of flyers I've had to try to put up on Capitol Street. And every place has its own rules. When Visions was there, Visions is pretty good about everything, unless it's anti-gay. Ellen's is a fucking nightmare. Taylor's has their one bulletin board.
Yeah.
And Graziano's doesn't let you put shit up unless you're festival. And so the fact that they even let her put something up is like,
Even
and
though they
also-
threw it away, like they were humoring her.
you
Second-
put it on the trash." They said,
Yeah.
"Put it on the trash." bin.
Yeah, true. I understand like the ramifications of it, but I honestly don't think it was of racial like intent.
Well, I think it was, but that is what it
But
is.
they don't display anything.
right. And like,
Regardless, if you don't display anything,
it's a
fucked
bad.
up.
But it's
Let me,
fucked
at
up.
least, let me at least put it on the desk and then throw
Well,
it.
it's fucked up the way they were trying
You
to
said
humor
put it on
her.
the trash bin.
No, but it was fucked up the way they did it, but they don't display anything there.
So I'm going to put out another idea here. If you're doing your job as a community organizer and building your community together, you don't need fucking flyers because you have a community that knows what's going
Yeah,
on.
I had no idea there was a
all
movement in Charleston at
flyers
all.
do is bring the people that you don't want to be there.
I could agree with that too. I could.
And if you are working through this, if you are accountable to your community and you know what is going on in your community, I guarantee you that community that that the West Side was not on board with this. Because the Charleston Underground, which is where this whole fucking protest came from, and the West Side community are completely disparate. The person that posted that insane rant on the Charleston Underground is a white woman.
And I know something about this particular person, not to disparage her at all, but from what I found out, she would go onto Republican posts for Republican local senators and act like she was Republican and say mean, hurtful things about herself to make herself look like a victim. She got caught doing this.
So, like, this is a question of, when you're doing an organization, can an organization, particularly now when everyone is so polarized, and we have this entitled crew of people over here that want their thing, mostly white people, not all, but mostly, and sort of like now culturally appropriating Black Lives Matter as their battle cry to move in stealth because they feel like they didn't get what they had coming to them. This is why I stay out of this shit.
Okay, I'm just saying. And Grant, I want to correct from what I said earlier. Grant, I am a Tasia, but regardless, the people that killed Freddie Gray got off.
Yeah.
The people that killed
Fucked up.
Eric Garner got off.
Fucked up.
The person that killed Michael Brown got off.
Fucked up.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Hell, there's one damn dude in Florida. There's one guy in Florida. The black guy laid on his back and put both his hands up.
Fucked up.
And put both his hands up. And still got a shot. For what?
That one really fucked with me because I know there's a guy that I know that's involved with like race matters in West Virginia, which is
hold on.
Yeah,
He take care of an autistic person.
yeah, right.
And they had the nerve to sit there and say they were shooting at the autistic person and missed and hit him. He said I was telling you the whole time. I'm unarmed and the autistic person has a toy truck.
Yeah, can I back up a little bit and say best excuse ever? I'm shooting at a retarded guy and I accidentally killed a black guy. My bad.
He didn't kill a guy. The dude
Best
did.
excuse ever is no. The woman told me to.
The best excuse ever is I did not mean to put that in your drink.
I don't know if y'all remember, but I made a post a few weeks ago that got a lot of heat from a few people I know. Seriously, I sat there and said, and honestly,
This is coming from a man who uses pussy more than I use the word postmodern.
Oh, I use all kinds of
That's a good joke.
But anyway, one particular comedian that I know, I'm not going to bring his name up in particular, but he sat there and said something like, pretty much when Alton Sterling got shot,
Yeah.
he had made a post about some, I don't see why y'all so surprised, he was reaching for his gun. Man, I saw the video. This hand right here backed up, this hand right here.
How's he reaching for his
He
gun?
couldn't reach for shit.
Is he a Jedi?
He had a gun on him though, but
Open carry, motherfucker!
You voted it in, you cocksuckers, deal with the consequences.
Open, the same people that wrote the open carry laws in West Virginia are the people that are saying these things about Alton Sterling. Drives me crazy.
Well, they wish they could have a provision
You
where black
can't
people
have
can't
a
carry.
anyway, I made the post, and remember, I showed like 7 or 8 pictures. You know how after we do our Black Sheep show,
Yeah.
got the pictures of all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And let's face it, 9 out of 10 times, I'm the only nigga in the picture. You feel me? Straight up.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You mean
And
10 out of 10 times?
Well, yeah, 10 out of 10 times. And I sat there and said, yo, if something happened, and I mean this, if something happened to one of y'all, I would be hurt, man. I'm saying, like, I don't know what the fuck I would do.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I would feel so fucked up.
Yeah.
If y'all feel that same way about me,
100%.
Yeah.
yo, support Black Lives Matter, because that, I could be Freddie Gray. I could be motherfucking.
Well, here, I kind of like
you know
felt
what I'm saying? And I'll bootleg, you know what
I
I'm saying?
supported in like a step away from, because kind of like he says, I feel like I'm almost appropriating for like people. Like I want the black people to be like, oh, you support Black Lives Matter, good for you. I don't want that reaction. I just know that I support it. I'm not gonna say I support it, not because I don't support it, because I don't want like people to be like, oh, he's just saying
Like
that.
this. Dude, the last Bluefield show that I had here recently, I'll be honest with you, as far as Andrew Bessett's set went, some people was a little mad at Andrew because he made a joke about Muhammad Ali, which granted, I've been around the day before. The joke worked the day before. You feel me? Listen though.
Yeah.
The same joke worked the day before. He said something about Bill Cosby. About Bill Cosby being a rapist. Bill Cosby is a rapist. I remember afterwards, I'm talking to some of my people and was like, how you feel about it, everything? We like to write but him. I remember that one dude kept coming to you and was like, yo, you ain't funny. He funny, but you ain't funny. Dude, what the fuck I gotta do with any fucking thing? Granted, it's a comedy show. Either you
It's
enjoy it,
subjective. Like, you don't have to like me.
fuck.
Like Patrice said, Patrice O'Neal said it best. If you're doing real fucking truthful, honest to you comedy, half the room should hate your guts.
As the only person in
But
this
you go too hard on him. You see, I kept on like, yo, that's my dog, though. You feel me? Like, that's my dog. Like,
as the only person in this room who's actually told a joke about a black guy who got shot, and I can say it's a bad idea.
He's made a joke about a black guy who got fucked, who died.
Yeah, but it was very tasteful.
Yes,
he got a Gordon joke.
I do.
Yes, but he
I
didn't
like
know the dude. The difference is he didn't know the dude.
True.
I like his Eric Garner joke though, but he got one though.
Do you think? Well, my Eric Garner joke was: do you think that Keith Carradine has a shirt that says "I can't breathe" to honor his dad?
That's a pretty good joke.
No, he did. Keith Carradine died.
Yeah, because he couldn't breathe. He choked
David
himself while he was
Carradine
jerking
died.
off.
Keith Carradine is his son.
Oh, well, that was the guy from Kung Fu, man.
Keith Carradine is his son.
So, who the guy from Kung Fu?
That's David Carradine.
Carradine, yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, he was choking himself.
I also think there needs to be a Thai restaurant called Thai Job.
Oh. You know what my Halloween costume was last year?
What?
I dressed up like Patch Adams and tied a belt around my neck.
Ooh.
It was not a hit.
Ooh. How many people listen to this podcast?
We got about 100.
Okay. I just said some insane things. Okay. I can live with what I said.
No, you're
fine.
good.
I can live with
But
what
I
I
will
said.
bring this up to, at the end of the day,
Well, because I teach at a historically black college that's now 90% white student population.
I went to that college, and it's
so
so
what's
true.
you say? Is 90% white now?
Yeah.
It's a 90%
It's
white.
been that way
It's a
for
community
years.
And
college.
guess what? I grew up, and my mom works at Bluefield State College.
This is the same situation. There is only one school with a higher white, historically black college under one of the Morrill land grant colleges that has a higher one, and that is Jarvis, which is a seminary in Tennessee.
We're going to come to topic I want to bring up for you, and granted, if you don't feel like talking about it, then it is what it is, but I do want to bring it up. As far as Christianity goes, I'll be honest with you, I was a very huge Christian for the longest time. Even when he first met me, I'm still battling Christianity right now.
I can't imagine you being a huge anything because your build is so small.
I like that. But anyway, I'll be honest with you. Reading the Bible for myself is what turned me away from the Christian religion.
I can see that. I think that what you have to do is read the Bible as a whole and as a piece. As like this idea of the hermeneutic cycle.
Done.
Well, my problem with reading the Bible as a piece is I feel like that's the biggest problem with the Bible is they take pieces of it to further whatever agenda they want to say. They take some stuff out of context in the Bible for one thing. Honestly, if we were to read the original Bible, they act like that shit didn't exist.
As a whole, I've read it. But then I looked into other religions and saw some of the same stories. The exact same.
It's the Abrahamic religion.
You know what I'm saying?
There is a line that Jesus says where he says,
that'll do, pig.
That'll do, pig. That's what. Yeah, and that was how people.
The reason I'm
knew it
bringing
was
this up
okay
because you were a pastor not long ago, right?
He used to be.
I resigned at the end of June because and when I did that, I'm not going to lie, I had this huge religious crisis where I'm trying to find my identity again.
Can you please say what you said about WVU?
That's how I feel about it. It's like I feel about Christianity the way I feel about WVU. WVU is a great college, has a great performing arts program, a great heritage. West Virginia State wouldn't exist if we didn't have WVU. But my God, the fans.
I'm a WVU fan, and I agree.
So I will tell you where my experience with Christianity comes. I am what's called a Fourth Day Christian. Fourth Day it has a tradition of a Spanish sect of Catholicism called the Cursillo de Cristiandad, which were these lay-led. The Cursillo. This guy in the 1940s and 50s by the name of Bonin during the Franco regime.
Okay.
It's an interesting period in Spanish history because you have this super big.
His name is Bonin, right?
Yeah, Bonin.
Bonin.
It didn't end in a vowel?
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta look this up because I'm one of those guys where you tell me.
Yeah, and he was this very devout Catholic in Mallorca, Spain, and who had been training people to go out and go on this insanely meaningless pilgrim. No, I won't say meaningless because people still do it. a pilgrimage across northern Spain to the shrine of Santiago, where St. James was said to be buried. And after a while, he just got so frustrated with it because he's like, this is just breeding more contempt for the Catholic Church and the people. And he felt like he was being used as this piece of fascism. Yeah. So he began to go back and restore people the thing that made Christianity stick in the beginning, which is God's love for his people manifest through his people to other people from a lay position. This is one of the reasons I quit doing this, is like, I don't believe that you should have pastors. I don't think that that's the model anymore. I think that pastors just lead to problems and a nonlinear authority in the same way that I don't think that there should be a president of the Black Lives Matter chapter or whatever.
I got you. See, my problem with Christianity, honestly, I grew up in the Baptist church. You know what I'm saying? Mount Zion Baptist Baptist. And I'll be honest with you. All the things that I learned in church, when I read the Bible myself, it did not go along with anything that I was taught in church.
Ain't necessarily so. Well, the things that you're liable to read in the Bible, it ain't necessarily so.
And here's the whole thing, because crazy is my biggest problem. The reason I rebelled from the church was it was like a threefold thing. At first, I didn't know that they had church 7 days a week if you'd go. And also, the thing is like, I'd have questions. I was an inquisitive young kid, and I'd be like, if a woman's raped, why can't she have an abortion? And instead of like trying to maturely answer the question, they'd be like, that's a terrible thing to think. You need to pray tonight.
Oh, like, yeah, you ask a question, don't sit there and just say you gotta have faith.
Yeah, and like, just pray. And then also, one of my best friends was the pastor's son. And there was a coup, and they forced him out, and my best friend had to move.
Yeah, plus, I also brought up, I've looked into Kemet and other religions. You know what I'm saying? I've looked into them. And as far as Kemet goes, a lot of the stories from Kemet, like as far as the story of Horus, it's a Jesus story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If we go to the Tablets of Gilgamesh, which is Asian, that's the whole
the entire Genesis creation is based on the Sumerian Anu-Nalish, which predates it by at least 4,000 words.
So if it's based on something else, then how can I sit there and say that this is just it?
Well, what is truth to you? Is truth fact? Because fact changes. Something doesn't have to be factual to be true. The way I see it is if all of these different stories have some version of this, then maybe there is something there.
There's something there, yeah.
And I can't say
that I can agree with.
I can't say with absolute authority that it played out exactly the way it is in the Bible. What I believe is it is the best thing that I have at this moment.
That right there is something I can agree with.
There's a passage in 1 Corinthians 13, which is most commonly known as the love chapter. The love is the one you hear at weddings. And there's one verse in it that I love.
I thought the love chapter was the Songs of Solomon.
That's the love book.
I say the Songs of Solomon, they're talking about sucking
My
dick.
wife's breasts are like 2.
And it's in the Bible. They're about sucking dick and everything in the Bible.
Well, here's what you need to know about that book. Until the Protestant Reformation, that book was seen as a metaphor for Israel's relationship with God. And
I read the book. What they were saying. They said, your fruit is like this. I want to taste it. I would like to swallow this fruit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, but yeah, the Song of Solomon, boy, that book.
He was the first R. Kelly.
Boy, it was R. Kelly for real. It's in the Bible, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little crossing ground.
I'm gonna bust on your chest, bitch.
Yeah. Speaking of trapped in the closet, do you know what the relationship of like the Israelites was to go? I'm going to hell for this.
Please say it.
But like they'd send one guy into what was called the Holy of Holies. And they'd tie something around him in case he wasn't holy enough and they had to pull him out or he died because he wasn't holy enough.
Sounds like the Salem witch trials.
What a horrible way to kill. Their intentions were good, and this is what God told them to do as far as we can tell from the scriptures.
As far as we can tell.
As far as we can tell. And I still think it is the best tool that I have for understanding God and understanding
Why was God talking to all these people back then and he just quit? Because
he didn't. That's the thing that drives me crazy.
No, I'm not saying he did. This is like more of a hypothetical question. Like, it's like, why do we have all these stories from then? Stories stopped and we don't add any.
Well, that's the thing. Is that I think what we if we look at everything, it shows an incredible lack of imagination to believe that God only talked to those people.
Exactly.
But yo, I got another topic to bring up real quick before we wrap everything up. Michael Jordan finally has stopped his silence on black issues and sat there and spoke and said, "Hey, this black shit ain't, you know what I'm saying? People, these cops come, black shit ain't cool."
So Michael Jordan came out as black?
Pretty much. Michael Jordan's finally black. Yes, Michael Jordan's finally black.
He's back. Racial drag.
He's back. Yo, hey, we got him back.
Everything from the 90s is coming back.
Well, look.
We lost him for Justin Timberlake.
He sat there and said that he can't be silent no more, that his father died from a crime from black men, which is true. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
Then he also brought up that as far as these black people dying and these cops dying, it's not cool. He donated $2 million
Jordans to the police department.
Nah, $2 million to like 2 different organizations.
Yeah,
They cancel each other out.
Somebody broke it down to the point that
yeah, that was bullshit. I saw the breaking down thing. Here's the thing. Here's what's fucked up. Is okay, they said if you had $100, I'll make $100 in a couple days at work. If you actually gave what you made in a year compared to what Jordan gave, you would be giving like $1,000. Who do you know that gives $1,000? And here's the thing also, even though he has that much money, $2 million is a lot of money.
it's okay.
It's like
Do you want the joke answer to this, or do you want the real answer?
How many niggas died over a pair of Jordans though?
oh, dude.
How many died over Jordans?
Oh, I'm not saying.
Fuck Black Lives Matter.
Hey,
right
forget
now.
that. Why do you give $2 million to the Asian kids that are making his fucking shoes?
How many just died over Jordan?
As Macklemore once said, I don't have anything. No, what I was gonna,
Macklemore actually loves Jordans.
so what I was going to say
I got
is,
Jordans on right now.
And Macklemore loves Jordan, so it's
So-
a fucking big hypocrite.
what sucks about this is I feel like LeBron James is inching his way towards an explosion of political angst.
LeBron James has donated over 40 or 50 million.
Yeah, he just put 1,100
But
kids
no
to
matter how
school.
much he donates, it
Yeah.
still won't be as good as Jordan.
It's 100% true that it's awful. It doesn't matter because Jordan's from their childhood, they're like, I cannot let this 6'9" cyborg take over my favorite player's fucking
Well, he
spot. I don't
was
give a
the-
fuck if he puts
he
every
was-
black kid in fucking the United States through
LeBron
school.
was
He ain't
going-
Jordan.
LeBron was.
LeBron is in more for black people than Jordan.
Exactly, but nobody gives
Even
a
when they
fuck.
actually started, what? Him, Carmelo, and Chris Paul, and then what? They had a little Black Lives Matter movement, right?
On the banana boat?
No. Stop it. I'm supposed to hit you on stage. Yo, God. He my boy, but yo.
I'm sorry.
I'm supposed to hit
Don't
this,
you mess with Carmelo. He's
I'm
one of
supposed
the
to hit this guy right now. I'm supposed to, bruh.
I'm sorry.
God, at least slap you on stage right now.
I would enjoy watching.
Anyway.
So
No. You hear what this guy just said? No, come on. We got
gender.
No, they wrote a banana boat. Like, they loved it. Like, they
First
fucking
of all-
photoshopped what's her face. They put Carmelo on what's her face's fucking head.
That is the first of all. That is the most weak ass slap I have ever seen.
He was trying to be
Second of all,
nice.
I'm trying to be nice, man.
Yeah, but whenever they
He's my
watch the
friend.
videotape, he's gonna speed up the tape so it looks like he's
my
slapping me hard.
friend. He's my friend.
Yeah, we're gonna see the edited tape and it looks like I got wrecked.
I ain't into shit, but
So do you think that LeBron thought about giving money to the Tamir Rice Foundation and then decided giving it instead to Trayvon because he decided to take his money to?
No,
South Beach? Oh my God, that's a good joke. Take his money to South Beach.
I like that, but I ain't front. I do think LeBron actually cared.
No, he does. I think 100% LeBron's a great guy, and
LeBron actually cares.
And I think he gives money because he wants to give money, not because he wants people to think he cares.
See, this is actually the moment where
Michael Jordan kept his money for 30-something years, and then say, you know
he
what?
stacked just enough to come off $2 million.
Here go $2 million right here.
How much you want to bet in like 10 years we're gonna hear like the Michael Jordan sexual assault scandal start?
What do you? He has like fucking 100 kids he didn't know about. Supposedly, I remember reading that in the Inquirer.
They trying to say Jimmy Butler one of his kids. You heard about that shit?
I get sick
Are you sure
of
it's
like.
Deion Waiters' kid? Or not Deion Waiters, what's his name? Delonte West kid.
I get so sick of like the black respectability politics of those like super rich privileged people that got all their money through sports in the 90s and now are yelling at like these kids now with their rap music and like
the whole Bill Cosby thing?
The Bill Cosby thing. Charles Barkley did it.
Yeah, Charles Barkley's a huge Republican.
Stacey Dash. Yeah, shut that bitch up. I'm sorry.
Okay. Her other thing was Stacey Dash, man. Stacey Dash, yeah, shut her up. But her other thing was Stacey Dash, though.
I mean, I'm glad she's made her money.
I ain't mad at Stacey Dash, like some people are.
Yeah, because it's the
you can
system that
support whatever
created.
you want to support. One of my favorite black female comedians is Cheryl Underwood. Cheryl Underwood's a Republican.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
And also, as far as Charles Barkley go, like you sat there and said, I mean,
he did have he had a great line. His mom was bitching about him about not voting Democrat, and he goes, "Mom, I'm rich. Why would I vote for a Democrat?"
If I made so much money a year,
I'd be Republican. Trust me. If I made $250 grand a year, hey, I'm gonna vote my self-interest first. You can call me a piece of shit.
Well,
I ain't a sellout because I ain't sold out yet. But once I do sell out, I may be a Republican.
Yeah, you're about 75 grand away from the Republican ticket, baby. Let's go.
So this is where faith comes into it for me. Like, yeah, I'm a white guy with that came from a middle class background. If I really wanted to, I could probably coast on some level.
You should have like Ted Cruz coming out your ears.
I don't. That's not what God wants for the world. If God exists, He created everyone equally, and if God,
Do we believe us all equal?
I do, and I believe.
Even if we go by the Bible, the sons of Israel were better than everybody else, right? So
as far as we know,
that's what the Bible says. So couldn't everybody be equal? The son. Okay, I shared this post earlier, but when Jesus comes back, supposedly, right? Who does he come to save? He don't want to save everybody. He comes to save the sons of Israel, not everybody.
Yeah, and like that's
what the book say.
Right, and then
that's what the book say. I read the book. That's what the book say, right?
Number one, I think that already happened. I think that is a prophecy that's already happened. Number two,
I honestly believe you already. See that?
Yeah, but didn't you read James Praise A Million Little Pieces? That book said a lot of stuff too.
But you found
oh man, that is.
But you understand what I'm coming from, though?
That is harsh, man.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you don't understand what I'm saying, though. Like, seriously, like, he came to save the sons of Israel.
Number one, the Bible's never been on Oprah's book club, and why is that? I think that says more about Oprah than it says about the Bible. I'm just fucking.
How you gonna attack Oprah? We gotta stop.
Anyway,
shut it down.
We're about to go ahead and shut this shit down.
We're not going to resolve this tonight.
Do we got anything to plug right now?
Beckley, September 10th.
September 10th. Me, Andrew Best, Andy Frampton.
There's like 12 of them. It's going to take you the rest of the...
Cody Lambert, Stephon Sales,
Vinny
the Don, T.J. Connor, Stephanie Hall. I really can't remember.
Nick's on it?
Joe Garrett.
And Nick's on it too again. Nick Eric, isn't he on it again? Or
no,
he's not. It's TJ that's on it again. It's TJ on it. Yeah, TJ.
Anyway, it's 12 of us. It's only $10. So for $10, you can get 12 comics.
One short of a baker's dozen?
Dude, that's awesome. That means there's two comics. I ain't get $1. I ain't winning them comics though. But anyway. Also, a teaser once again. I don't have the full details for you, but Shank is homecoming. Anyway, my name is Shank. This is brought to you by.
I got a plug.
Oh, you got a plug?
Oh, you got a plug?
Reruns of that conversation are airing on the Air Radio, new streaming radio station in Charleston on Monday nights. If you like listening to 4-year-old interviews with people in Charleston you've never heard of, they're pretty good though. I'm teaching a Gen Ed 100 class that still has a few sections open. If you need that for your major at West Virginia State University, and you like what you heard here tonight.
Yeah, you just lost like 3 people. There's 3 more sections.
No bullshit. No bullshit, Patrick.
Yeah.
So far, you've been my favorite guest on.
Oh, we got to do this again, man.
We do. See, we don't understand. My first and second time on stage, and I. We'll bring this up to take about another 2 minutes. But my first time on stage, he was one of the first guys to come to him and was like, "Oh my gosh, you're fucking good." And I was like, "Really?" Because remember, I felt bad on myself. The second time I went on, that's when I did my ABS set for the first time. He sat there and told me that it was the funniest opening act you've ever seen at Black Sheep.
It's hard to do openings.
Dude, he sat there and told me it was the funniest opening act I've ever seen at Black Sheep. Because when you see that video, I'm the opener.
Yeah.
You've never seen an opener like that. Still to this day.
I think that you just carpet bombed them with your weirdness, and they weren't ready for that. You do, and I hate to end here. Black people at Black Sheep will always have a weird advantage because they want to laugh because they just feel guilty.
Oh, 100%. And but he what I love about Shank is he fights through that, and he makes like
You have found a way to like. I think what I love about you is you're so much for equality because you can show that black people are allowed to have mental illness too.
Dude, I'm fucking insane. You know.
Oh, we all are.
I'm fucking crazy. Anyway, this has been Shoot your boy Shank. My name is Shank as always. This is
Andrew Best.
and this has been.
Patrick Felton.
Alright, we'll holler at y'all next time. Holla, people. Great
This
fucking
was
episode.
so fun.
Great fucking episode. That was
That was a
motherfucking.
throat, and man,